Guys, I cannot believe that I only found this post today, because if the image that's attached to it gets verified, this is going to be the best evidence of UFOs that's ever come out of Australia. I'm sharing that with you today, and I've also got a video that came out from Melbourne, so stick around for that. So this photo comes from Caloundra in Queensland, just south of the Sunshine Coast. It was 1 AM on the 5th of July 2026. Jack stepped into his driveway, saw a bright disc-type object in the sky with a central illuminated area and a ring of smaller lights around it. He took this one photo, which first appeared on an Australian UAP Facebook group, later shared to Reddit, where it racked up a whole lot of engagement. It wasn't posted by his family, but it seems like his aunt stepped in and spoke for the family. She confirmed several points that people were asking. She said yes, it's real, the photo is unedited, and that independent investigators from both Australia and the US are examining the image. At the time of writing, that was about 22 days ago. She said she posted it to TikTok herself, but pulled the video down because the response was overwhelming. She also mentioned that she herself had a close encounter in the same area with a large triangular craft on Christmas Eve when she was 12 years old. And we were also provided this. It's a daytime comparison of the exact same location, which was used to rule out fixed objects like towers, mountains, or streetlights. And it ruled out some irregularities in the original image that was identified as a car antenna. Now, there wasn't much in the way of debunking this so far. We have possible lens flares from a nearby street lamp, which I'm not personally in favor of. It could be AI generation or digital editing, and we're waiting for results on that right now. But I think what's most important here is we've heard from 3 different people of the same family who are all saying the same thing. So I want to keep an open mind about this one. I don't want to throw it away because we don't have verification just yet, but it's also way too soon to say whether this is genuine or not. I'd invite Jack or his aunt to come on for an interview and discuss this further. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and I'll try reach out to them. I'm sure we can make it happen, but this is all we have for now, and we'll come back to it once there's an update. This next video comes out of Coburg, which is a suburb in Melbourne, Australia, and I think it's pretty insane. It goes for 1.5 minutes. I'm going to show you about 30 seconds and then talk over the last minute of the video. Take a look. So clearly there's a lot going on here. Let me give you some background. On the evening of the 14th of May 2026, around 7:30 PM, the witness went outside to hang washing and noticed 5 lights in the western sky. As you can see, they're moving pretty erratically in the same general area. They said it lasted for about 1.5 hours. And you can see some of the lights approach each other, almost like a kiss, and then fly past one another. They said after about 30 minutes, 3 of the lights bunched together and flew off behind a tree, and the remaining 2 are no longer visible. And even stranger was, a few minutes later, single bright lights began appearing after one another in the same part of the sky. Each one moved, brightened, and then completely vanished. No navigation lights, no tails. Apparently at this time, the witness was on the phone narrating the event to their mother, so we don't have video of that part. But I have to say, what's being described at the end of this video that isn't in this video is most likely satellites. I have seen this phenomena before, and it looks exactly as described. And it can be confusing because sometimes they only travel a small distance before you can no longer see them. And when they're in a pattern like this, it can almost look like a disc rotating. So I think this was just a coincidental sight, but it's hard to say without having a video of that event. That doesn't discount what we have in this video here. I think it's absolutely insane. And there's only a few explanations that I could see sort of making sense. I don't have this person's exact location, but if you had a sports field or overhead lights or road lights nearby, and you had bats or birds flying around at the same time, they can get illuminated and they can look like this. It's a possibility, but I can't see any of those lights that would cause something like this. So I'm putting that on the back burner for now because we don't really have enough evidence to say that. Some people suggested meteors, but I think that's ridiculous for this video. There's no trails and a meteor couldn't move like this. Each light looks to be independently controlled, is capable of instantaneously stopping as you can see, and then completely changing direction. It's a lower profile case, it might be able to be debunked with some further investigation, but I thought it was interesting enough to share. I want to say a lot of you guys have been telling me about orb cases similar to this, especially in Australia. So if you have any footage like this, you can share it with me and we can get it out there. The more good local data we can examine, the clearer the picture will become. So I want to hear from you, and if you want to see more like this, I need you to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.